Hey, it's Randytbird out here in Arizona. It is the 26th of October. I'm just out for a ride on a Thursday morning. Just taking a little break from the job search and just out for a ride. That seems to be the theme here the last couple of weeks. Still no major hits on the job search, but I'm still working on it. You know, putting out applications and seeing what that will bring. You know, it's hard to get in front of somebody these days. Everything is just nothing but an impersonal response to a internet ad. You don't get a chance to make a first impression unless your application gets pulled out of the bunch. You know, I've got a lifetime's worth of experience, but I guess that doesn't really mean anything for the most part when it's just a piece of paper. So if I can get in front of somebody, I can impress. So, all that aside, out riding the Dyner today. Been messing around with the Triumph the last couple days, changing some parts around and just doing some stuff there just to keep myself occupied. And the band's got a show on Saturday night at the Rhythm Room in Phoenix, so that should be fun. We're playing a split bill with two other bands, and we'll be the second act, which is the prime spot on a Saturday night. So we had a great rehearsal last night, and that was fun, and we're ready. So we've got a good set list, and if you're in the Phoenix area, come out and see us. We'll be on about 9 o'clock, something like that, and it's Brotherhood of Blues. Been together now almost 20 years, if you can believe that. Anyway, so other than that, there's not a whole lot else going on in Phoenix. Last weekend went out to the Cave Creek Bike-tober Fest, and my buddy's shop, Dillinger Cycles, as you can see in my introduction videos there. They're an unofficial sponsor of mine. I don't really do anything, just to advertise it for a buddy. And they're his shop, and they're making a go at it. And if you look at Dillinger Cycles online, they're going to be raffling off an FXR that's got a big motor in it and nice paint and everything. And so that'll be coming up here sometime around the first of the year when they get it completed. It's going to be a cool bike. It's got a 120-inch motor in it, and heck, I might even buy into that myself. So, nice looking bike. It's red. Anyway, I'll throw in some clips of the weekend, and in today's video I'll mix them in, and you can see what the bike looks like and what the Cave Creek Bike Week was like. Cave Creek Bike-tober Fest. There's a lot of people out there. It was a nice day. Still, well, probably the last warm day or hot day we were going to have. It was in the high 90s that day. Right now, it is just beautiful. It's only in the 80s today, and when I left the house, it was only about 74 degrees, so it was pretty nice. Temperatures are supposed to dip into the 50s this weekend, overnight temperatures, so that's going to be finally starting to feel like fall around here. And we don't get a big change in the season here. We get the temperature cools off and makes it nice to be outside, and then right around Christmas the leaves all turn and fall off, and then in February they start coming back. So it's weird. We don't have much of a winter out here, at least down here in the desert. So. Don't really have a destination today, just out for a ride. Out where the mountains are, it's where I like to be. Where we're talking about moving, it's totally surrounded by mountains. The elevation up there in that area is between 3,500 and 4,000 feet. and it's up in the mountains and the foothills up there, up out of the desert, so the nights will be cool even in the summer, and actually even have chances of snow in the wintertime up there. So they do have the 4 seasons up there, which is what my wife really wants to see, and you know, we can do that. It'll be my semi-retirement. I'll have to find some sort of job that pays a little bit, helps make the bills, but not gonna make me rich. So every time I ride this Dyna, I like it a little bit more, and I already love this bike a lot. It is just such a great feel. The new ones, the M8s, are technologically superior. They don't have the feel, in my opinion. And yeah, they're great motors. You know, I do indeed have one. I have my Heritage, but just something about this Dyna, I don't know, that just speaks to me. Done a few things to her to make her mine. Put an LED headlight on it so I could actually see in the dark if I happen to be out in the dark, riding in the dark, which I don't do a lot of anymore because I don't have such a hard time seeing, but the LED lights really help. So they're all set up in the front of the bike with a headlight and the running light / turn signals with the bright white LEDs. So that lights up the road some and helps me out. Got my Memphis Shades Road Warrior fairing, which creates a nice dead air pocket here behind the windscreen, and I can still see up it and around it and over it, so it doesn't feel like, you know, a massive chunk of plastic in front of you. Saddleman seat, Olin shocks, and Vance & Hines exhaust, and it's tuned for the exhaust. Just runs real good, sounds good, has a great feel to it. Just there's something about Dynas. You know, when they quit making them, it was really kind of sad, but there's still good ones out there like this one. You know, when I bought it, it only had 1,500 miles on it, you know, and it's a 17, but whoever had it didn't ride it much, and yeah, so I got a pretty good deal on it. So it had new tires. This will be the one that I keep. Love the way the clouds are making shadows on the mountainsides up ahead. Just really awesome. There's a hawk flying around, or a crow, or whatever. A raven. Just a beautiful day. The air's got a coolness to it that we haven't had in a long time. In fact, there are a few spots that I run through that I almost wish I had a long sleeve shirt on, but that's not far away now. And that, or you know, just a flannel or whatever to help out. You know, gonna have to start packing one with me when I go, in case I'm out later or whatever, or go out early. It just feels good. Coming through the area that had some fire damage now, and it's doing all right, but some of the Saguaros have died off from the burn, and it's kind of sad because they live hundreds of years, and yeah, and the mesquite trees and the Palo Verdes burned, and nothing but skeletons left, you know. And then the grasses take over and create more fuel for the fires, and people need to be careful out here and not throw their cigarette butts out the windows or mind their trailer chains so they're not dragging on the ground. You know, just be careful, people. This can never be recovered once it's gone. Desert is a magical place. Where I'm talking about moving, I'll be close to the desert, but not actually in it. It's more of a high desert. Scrub pine, pinyon junipers, and then, you know, it's still not in the tall pines, but it's still, you know, evergreens up there. And then there's some oak trees and cottonwood trees and stuff up in the areas, anywhere where there's like a creek in those areas. There are some creeks over there. Most of the time they're dry, but they do run in the winter when the runoff is there from the snowmelt in the farther north. So that's going to be pretty nice. Going to be going up to look at houses here in the next couple weeks, and I'll probably shoot some video up there so I can get a feel for what it's going to look like. I'm actually getting excited about this. Well, this is Randytbird out here in sunny Arizona on a beautiful fall day, and I want to thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. Cost you nothing, and you can hit that notification bell, like and my videos, and you know, I'll try to keep you guys in the cold parts of the country, or keep the eyes on the riding here while you're suffering through your winter. Again, our summer is your winter. You could be outside, but it ain't great. Anyway, Randytbird, we'll talk to you again.